It's back to school season, which means that kids are returning to the classroom and their health checkups are top of mind. But when was the last time you checked on your own health status? Well, four-time PGA Tour champion Tim Herron and board-certified hand specialist Dr. Damon Adamany join us to discuss a little-known, potentially disfiguring condition that runs in Tim's family. Thanks to both of you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Of course. So Tim, we'll get to your personal story and your family story in just a little bit. But doctor, starting with you, what condition are we discussing today?
So Dupuytren's contracture, that's what we're here to talk about today. It's a disease that affects the tissue under the skin in the hand, and it basically causes a contracture which draws the finger down into the palm, where you can't get the finger straight anymore. So certainly that can be a major issue, especially if it gets fairly contracted. You could imagine activities such as washing your face when you might bump into your eye, or trying to shake somebody's hand. It might be even difficult, but certainly trying to hit a golf ball professionally can be even more difficult.
Well, certainly. I was going to say, Tim, as a professional athlete, it's got to be a nightmare, to be hindered in any way with your hands. And so what's it like for you to live with this condition?
Yeah, I got concerned. My father got diagnosed about 20 years ago, and my sister probably 15 years ago. She's about 5 years younger than I am. So I knew I potentially could have this condition. And about 7 years ago, I got the condition, and I've just been monitoring it with hand specialists from there on out. And I haven't had to do anything quite yet, but they just check and see how much it's progressed every, few 6 months to a year.
Right. It's good to see progress there. And so, doctor, why is it so important to bring awareness to this, that people understand what this condition is?
Well, we think that there's been a lack of awareness for so long, and people really didn't even know that they had this condition. So we also feel that early recognition and having those discussions, earlier than later, will probably be in the best interest of the patient. So some of the key components to look for is if you couldn't get your hand flat on a tabletop, it might be difficult for somebody to do that with Dupuytren's disease or Dupuytren's contracture. And when they can't get their hand flat on a tabletop, that might be a key sign that you might be getting that. Tim's pretty close to being able to get his hand flat, but you can see just barely is unable to get that finger fully straight now. The other things to look for are cords in the hand that might be like multiple lumps or bumps that create a cord in the hand, and that would be another key component. So if you have any concern about this, or certainly any other hand condition, we would recommend you seek medical attention with your hand specialist in your area.
Right. Certainly, as soon as you see any of that, get in touch with the professionals who know what they're doing. So, Tim, I can't let you guys go without asking what's new in your golf life.
Nothing super new. I'm just still trying to play whenever I can on tour. I'll be going to the Web Finals here in September. And actually what's new is in about a year, I'll be a rookie again. I'll be joining the Champions Tour. So I'm actually looking forward to that, and that's why I'm trying to stay competitive. So I got the best chance out there and be prepared as I can be to get on that Champions Tour.
Great. Well, it's nice to talk to a professional. I've only played golf maybe a couple times, and I have to tell you, I'm terrible. But I think everybody kind of says that until they practice a whole lot, and it really does take a lot of repetitions to really get good. So
it's a hard game.
It is a hard game. So before I let you guys go, anywhere else we can get information, what's the website?
Well, you can learn more. You can visit factsonhand.com. Sorry, factsonhand.com.
Great. We will be sure to do that. Thank you both so much for taking a time out of your day to do this.
All right.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
Definitely. We'll be right back.